So our first position I want you to try staying stacked is just in an all fours position. So we're going to have hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. And if you do have it, you can also drag your toes up a wall behind you, and that's going to give you a little more hamstring engagement and keep the pelvis in a better position. So the first thing I want to think about here is gently pushing away from the floor with my hands, and I want this to come from serratus. So that's that muscle under here. I'm kind of thinking of squeezing a newspaper underneath my armpit to get that push away from the floor without it ending up in a flexed thoracic spine position. So rather than thinking of pushing the spine up, think of pushing the whole rib cage up towards the ceiling, and that's keeping my sternum lifted and my collarbones open. And from there, I'm going to do a couple of untucks and tucks of my pelvis, and I'm just finding my neutral. And for me, that's a little more lifted through the sit bones. Just because I tend to tuck so much, I do need to find a little more open position, and that's going to give me space in the back of the pelvic floor to get that breath to go down. So from here, in order to keep our stacked position, if I tend to collapse into my shoulders like this, or I drop my whole spine and belly down towards the floor, that push away from the floor is going to help. But what we also need to work on is these ribs coming back with the exhale and not being a pull of the belly button back towards the spine. So I'm going to take my inhale, trying to expand into all areas of my ribs, especially the back. And then on my exhale, I'm thinking of that zipper between my two hip bones. Coming in, zipping through. And those low ribs are coming back, but I'm not dropping my sternum. So I'm staying in my nice long open position. Take one more breath, inhale into the ribs, keep those shoulders away from the ears, and then exhaling, ribs coming back towards the spine.